extension. Now the two 14mm nuts on the top, and then we'll go into the inside. Okay, keep the key in the ignition so you've got free play to move around, because you will need to do it. Okay, first thing to do is take this split pin out of here. Okay, you may need a screwdriver just to flatten it out, and then you just need to pull it through. Now if you're lucky, like this one, it'll come out straight away. If you get stuck and you can't get them out, you can use pinchers as leverage, and you can actually hold on, you can get a better grip on them with those, and you can lever if you can't get them out. $17mm breaker bar. We need to crack this nut. Now the best thing to do is tighten it first, which will release it. And then crack it. Take it off, all the way off. Now this is important. Screw it back on a couple of turns and just leave it there nice and loose. Okay, now we're going to crack the 17 and the 14 drop link. 17 through the bush with the damper, 14mm through the drop link. Round-ended bit of the spanner, which will lock up onto the wishbone at the top. Yep. While you crack it, once you've cracked it with the breaker bar, get trusty ratchet, leave your spanner locking up on the top. Not a washer. Breaker bar. Extension. 17mm. 17mm. Round-ended. On the back. So lock it up again. Yeah. Yeah. And then crack that. Once you've cracked it, back onto your ratchet, now we took all your nuts off. Now we take all the bolts out. The best way to do this is nip down to B&Q and get one of their little cheap hammers. It's perfect because it's confined space. Tap. Drift. Okay, so now you've took out next door's cat. There's the bolt. And you can just pull your drift out. Same again now with the bottom bolt. Now what I suggest before you take that last bolt out now is get yourself a whacker bar. And big blue. And crack it. You got that? Yeah, you see that? So, yeah, so then you just press down. And then loosen off the castle nut, which then drop you up right over. Baby hammer, persuader, and that's everything cracked, ready for the suspension to come out. Now with it being a Mark II suspension strut, it takes a bit more getting out because we've got to make sure we haven't got to catch this bodywork. So basically what you want to do is get hold of a bar or a pray bar and everything so you can pray this down, but it is a two-handed job. It is easier to have two people. So if I can call in my faithful assistant, Ghetto. Okay, so we're going to push down. Push down. Right, okay. So then we're going to fit these babies, which we gave birth to last night. Painfully. But aren't they beautiful? It's a shame to fit them. But they'll do everything you want them to do. These are the new CRDs from MeisterR. So take off the nuts, matron. Just put them in there for me. Okay, so then you want the gasket from your old suspension. It's important. Nice smear of copper grease. Round the threads. Gasket on. Put some on the gasket as well. Now, I do suggest because I've seen it from old sets, is just blob a bit underneath, and that'll just stop any kind of deterioration on them as a protection more than a lubricant. Yeah, and then we're going to get it in. So, faithful tool again. Yep. Okay. Straight up and on in. Yeah, get a nut on. Put a nut just to hold them in place, so it's not going to keep dropping down on you. Okay, then what tends to happen with the Meisters when they turn up is they will be in the wrong place. Just turn it. That's all you need to do. It doesn't mess with the up and down or anything. Copper crease in there. Crease in there. On either side of that. Do not grease that, because it's chamfered. We need that to take a bite. Just don't put any grease on it. Okay, we're building back up now. We're just putting it all back together again in the same way we're taking everything off. The only thing that really comes into play now is the good old scissor jack that comes with your car. That's a really important tool for us to help us make it less of a struggle. Okay, so as you lift up, jack underneath the wishbone to help take the pressure off you, building this back up, and then just makes the job so much easier while you're lining everything up for all the nuts and bolts to go back in place. So you just want all your nuts and bolts again, so just make sure you put some grease on the threads, because this will just stop any kind of deterioration in case you ever need to change them again. Now, if you haven't got any drifts, everybody's broken Phillips screwdrivers, just cut the end of it off and that becomes a really good tool. Straight through. This will come in again, just for lining up. Baby hammer. And then upright. And this is why we don't grease it. Just get your castle nut. Now we can start tightening everything up. Right, so once all your nuts and bolts are all back together again, your split pins through the castle section, everything's nice and tight. Yeah, what you need to do now, get some lithium grease and coat the thread and the adjusters. And this will just stop any road salt getting to them, causing problems in future. Because you know our solution to our weather problems is salt. Well, let's just make sure that don't work. And then go and get yourself some of that from Elford's. It's the best silicone on the market. And then spray. Done. which will also come in handy for all your bushes. To put some life back into them as well, stop any squeaking. Right, we're on the raise now. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to crack the 14mm at the top, 14mm through the drop link, 17mm through the damper, and then that'll release everything. We've cracked inside the boot, which is the 2 14mm on the top mount, and that'll drop out, and we'll put the new one in. Put your 14mm ring on the back so you can lock it up. Small extension, 14mm. Your ring spanner should roll round and lock up on the wishbone. Same again. Comes off. Back to the 17mm. Baby hammer. Special edition tool. Get ready for the neighbour's cat. Same again. Tension's off, bolts out, suspension's off. Okay, same procedure as the front one. Nice bit of copper slip that I get slated for. Don't know, only acts as a lubricant, it acts as a protector as well. So put all that on there, around the threads. Gasket on, if you've still got them. Grease. Just a personal thing from experience. Just put some on the studs underneath as a protector. Obviously not a lubricant. Yep. And then we're going back in. Now I've got my faithful assistant up in the top end. He's going to put the 12mm bolts in there. So, Darryl! You there? Right, okay, coming through. 12 millis just to hold it in place for a minute while we play. Yeah? Daryl? Take the opportunity to get some grease in just in case you ever need to come back to it again. Yep. Plenty in here, because this is the captive nut that everybody always has a problem with. Get some in there, stop future problems. Through the drop link, through the damper, just the drop link bracket. Trust the MX-5 jack. Same procedure as the front, just jack it up into position, just to make your life easier on lining all the bolts up. Your main one at the minute is your drop link, that's the one that's under the most pressure. So get that one in first. Okay, so we've jacked up into position. Throw into the drop link. Through the upright. Hanging up then. Nut and bolt back onto the other one.
Yeah, get like those.
Anti-rust compound. Let the jack down. Take the pressure off so we can get the damper in there. We can line that up. Bolt through. 17 milli. This is now just finger tight, ready for bolting all back up. So I'm just going to tighten everything back up now. Then we're going to put lithium grease on the thread and on the adjuster nuts of the MeisterRs, same as the front, and then spray some silicone lubricant onto the rest of it as a protection. And then it's just a case of we're going to tighten everything up now, tighten everything up in the boot, put the wheel on, drop her on the floor, and then go and enjoy her.